All right, guys, we're live. Welcome to the Hot Seat, your Thursday night addiction. Thank you all for being here. We're excited to have Cooking with Kirby on. Kirby is one of our moderators. Welcome to the Hot Seat, your Thursday night addiction.
Come on, man.
I muted it. I muted it while we were talking.
No, you didn't.
Son of a bitch.
I got headphones on. It's not good for me, dude.
Well, if that's how it's going to go. Welcome, everybody, to the Hot Seat. Thank you guys for being here. Kirby's one of our moderators, one of our good friends, the SoCal Connection. So we're glad to have him on. He's been on with Hobo a couple of years ago, but now he's on with us. So we're going to have a nice time tonight. Do some shots, do some drinking, leave your mute off and screw up the show. You know, whatever. It's all fun and games.
Lucky it's your show, or you would have got fired.
I know. Look, the cooking cop and babe. So everybody, Josh and Bethany sent me the cooking. They sent me a shirt. Let me flex with it. There you go.
Nice. I'm over here with my fat pants, and I don't have one of those.
I know. I don't have a fat pants shirt. Kyle Alexander, how you doing? You're on Facebook. What's up? All right, I'll try to do that, Jim. I'll try to slow down a little bit. All right. Kent, you want to say hi to the people, buddy?
Yes, I do. I have, first of all, Kirby, welcome. Good seeing you again. Spent a lot of time with you a little over a year ago on Saturday nights. So I'm glad we can have you on the hot seat. I know you're on with Hobo before.
Yeah,
so welcome. I'm looking forward to this. It should be fun. You're getting a lot of highs in the chat, just so you know. But there's 3 people I want to thank from this week. Rob from Beer Champ Barbecue, Dash from Steel Drum Smokers, and one of our mods, Jason from Easy Bake. Thanks for the stickers, guys. I'll get them on the trailer door next weekend when I go to my comp. So thank you guys very much. Let's see. I have to work early in the morning, so we might have to turn this one up a little bit, CJ.
All right.
But 25 sound good?
Babe, sounds good to me. Makes it nice and easy.
All right.
Kyle said, is YouTube better? Dude, it doesn't matter whatever's easiest for you. But if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, get your ass on over there and watch it from YouTube.
Oh, is Kyle on Facebook?
Yeah. I'm
good. I thought I was going to have pen flip you already.
Yeah, no. If it's on Facebook, I can read the comments.
Yes.
All right. Let's see hi to some people in the chat. We got Sent1000s in the chat. What's up, brother? Babe and Josh are watching from parts unknown. Oh, they're in Vegas. I think they already said it. We're supposed to be here. Yep, I know. Delaney and Wally, Keith Bettag, he's always keeping score. Kris from Eastwood Farms, Skip's in there. Lori Walsh, all the way from San Francisco Bay Area. Pickles Barbecue, our HR rep, Chandler Lyles is in the chat. Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house. Mega Fred, what up? Jimmy Q, In Your Mouth Barbecue, GT's Barbecue, Easy Bake Barbecue, which we already said hi to. Nigel, all the way from the UK, is in there. Terry at Madwood Barbecue, what's happening? Dead Broke Barbecue, what's going on, Ricer? See, Call Me Tuts in there. What's New Barbecue, KC, how you doing, brother? Said Lori Wash. Trevor's in there. Boo Hey. Chef Johnny, how you doing? Grill Sergeant, I see you, buddy. See there. Tom's Food Factory. I think that catches everybody up. Thank you all for being here. If I missed you, we'll catch the next go around. Kirby, why don't you say hi to the people? Let's get going.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all some beautiful people tonight. So this is a long time waiting. Just an honor to be here, man. You guys put on a good show every week, and just happy to be here. Awesome peeps up in the house, and yeah, let's get it.
Right on. All right, Terry, how you doing in there? Josh and Babe are on their specific their own channels. Let's see here. Pete Trejo, what's going on, buddy? See, I think that's it. Kirby, hashtag the legend.
Just
Miss CJ's in there. Miss Booger, what's going on? How you doing? Let's see here. Everybody else. Oh, wow. Josh, Bethany, we wish you were there. I miss Vegas like you wouldn't freaking believe. But we'll definitely figure it out. I know we're looking at September for the next trip, so we'll see. Johnny Mags Barbecue, what's happening, Mags? Good to see you in there, brother. Stephen and Jacqueline, how you doing? Let's see, I think that catches everybody up. All right, Kirby, let's just start with some easy ones, please. What's up? Where do you live? Where you reside? Where you grew up? All that good stuff, buddy.
Everybody knows I'm a Cali boy. I lived in the same area for most of my life. I lived in Riverside area for a couple years. I grew up in Brawley, California. Got into a little bit of trouble, moved to my grandma's house out in Calipatria, California. But yeah, turned my life around. Got into sports and all that stuff. Wrestling champ in high school. Pretty much, did the dream, right? And then went to college. Didn't know what I wanted to be in college, so I ended up dropping out and just started working. Worked in restaurants for quite some time, about 15 years. I started off in just food chain, chain restaurants and stuff like that. Didn't really care about cooking as I do now. I want to say maybe about 10, 12 years ago, I really started grasping on like the passion of cooking, really wanting to own my own restaurant. At that time, probably like a couple of years before that, about that time, I was running restaurants. I managed probably about 3 restaurants in my last, restaurant career. I did pretty much everything from waiting tables to cooking in the kitchen to managing the restaurants. I learned a lot, so if I were to do something, that's always been my passion is just, opening a restaurant and, having something of my own because I was really close to something maybe about 10 years, no, probably more than that, probably about 12 years ago. I was working with someone, he ended up passing away and ended up in a lot of debt and he just gave it up, but he was wanting to bring it back and we were doing like a catering thing. And yeah, he ended up passing away, unfortunately, rest in peace. But I've always had that itch to get into the restaurant business, and my poor wife, she would have to sit here and listen to me all about all these things I want to do and, big dreams, no money, and maybe I'll start off like this or maybe I'll start off like that, and I mean, right now it'd be really hard. I mean, you got the COVID-19 and stuff going on. Crazy stuff, so, but maybe in the future, but, after my expectations and wants got lower and lower and YouTube came around and it's been filling that void, like it's all about food. I'm sharing my passion of food and everything. And it's working out pretty good. I'm enjoying it,
Right on, right on. Well, I know you're doing well with that channel. I'm sorry, someone caught me my eye in the chat. I'm sorry, Kent. I'm not going to read it, but it was addressed to me.
Go ahead.
I see what you're talking
He
about.
said, "Damn, Justin. I mean, CJ looks handsome. I think he noticed my new wear. So I'm sporting all sorts of fandom today."
You're kind of like you're the poster boy of a merch whore right now.
All right, hey, send me merch. I'll wear it. I got no shame. I got no clothing budget. Just send it. Bringing sexy back. There you go, brother.
Right. I'm gonna need your shirt size so that way when I'm gonna print out like 50 shirts, so in a bunch of different sizes, dude. I got you.
Kent and I are both 3XLT.
Yeah.
You got to put the tall in there.
I got access.
Cover the gut for me and cover the tall guy over there. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple more people jumped in there. Tess cooks for you. TD's Brew and Q. I'm not just spit it out. How you doing, TD? Good to see you in there, brother. Mary's in there. Bad Beast Barbecue. Brother Daryl's in there. Cali 2 Fly is in there. Yes, we are doing shots. We do shots every week. So, in fact, we actually owe a couple. Let's see here. Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue and LT Lewis at Our Shack Barbecue. Terry Epling put $4.99 in there. I want to know what Kirby really thought of my banana pudding when he came to Texas. Has he had anything better?
It's pretty good. I have to put it with my mom's banana pudding are really, really close. I'm not the sweets person, but she makes a killer banana pudding. And actually, I should probably get some recipes from Terry that I could put on my channel because she makes from what I've heard, she makes some really good stuff. And I need to get her cookbook. I think she's coming out with another cookbook. Am I right, wow. Terry?
Right on. Terry's. I want that banana pudding. I love banana pudding. It's what I get everywhere I go when they have barbecue. I'm gonna try it in the Ninja Foodie Grill. Let's do it. Come on. All right, first shot, Tom's Food Factory. Give it up.
Cheers. Myself. Shout out to Terry Rose. Some good people.
Oh, phone call. Got it. All right, second shot, GT. Appreciate you, brother.
Drink up, buttercup. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that, man. I'd be all tore up the next day, and they'd be looking at me like, Kirby, what the hell did you do last night? And I'd be like, hot seat.
Wow. Oh, yeah, dude. Red the next day gave me a call from Red was on last week. Yeah. He was feeling no pain. Let's see here. See, Wes is in there. How you doing, buddy? Peter, I think that's how you pronounce it, is watching on Facebook. So what do we have here? Brother, I go live every Thursday with my boy Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue, and we do it on Facebook and on YouTube. So that's why you're seeing it on Facebook. Guys, if you can, do a watch show on your Facebook stuff or share the YouTube link in there, and let's make it happen. Let's see here. Ron's in there. How you doing? What did I'll let Dutch will answer that for you. Let's see here. I think I caught everybody up. That everybody's in here that I've seen. If I missed you, I'm sorry. We were just talking about working so hard lately, so we'll come back to the family life question. But what are you doing right now? You're working so hard and still creating.
You mean like what do I do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, what do you do besides create YouTube videos?
I work. I provide tech support for the Border Patrol and Customs. I didn't even know it was for the Border Patrol. I applied for it, and all of a sudden they tell me it's for the Border Patrol. But yeah, I work in IT support. I've been doing that for the past 8 years, actually. Last year, I kind of was just, like my last job was like I was the man that did everything, right? Mm-hmm. So it got a little stressful. But over the years, the company just didn't. It kind of like deteriorated with like management. They just didn't. If it had good management, it would be like the perfect place to work for. But just over the years, just things got worse and worse. And I just said, you know what? I said I was gonna give them 5 years. I gave them 5 years, and I just said, you know what? I'm part my ways. So all of last year, I kind of focused more on my YouTube last year. I mean, some of the tickets that I work, if I were to do contracted work, if I were to pick up a job, it would be like a couple of days here and there. And I'd be able to make a decent chunk of change and not have to like stress out not having money. So last year, I just worked when I needed to, and just focused on my YouTube channel. Now, some of the videos that I did last year, they're doing really, really good. And, I'm kind of glad I made that move, and now that I'm working for where I'm at now, it's completely different. Like these people are like, they're all about like honor and integrity. So for me to go from working with doctors and pissed off managers, you know, it's so much like just a stress reliever, you know, to be able to just like do something so simple just for someone, and it's like, you know, thank you, just be great, thanks afterwards. So I'm really digging it, you know, I'm digging this job. You know, like I said before that, I was working in the restaurant business, so it's been about probably going on 9 years that I've been in IT. I did go to school for it. My last job, I ended up quitting as a manager up at the restaurant. Moved back home, and this was in 2008. Yeah, I ended up quitting as a manager, came back home, and just, you know, went back to school. Now I figured it was either business or IT, and that's where I ended up going, is working in IT. So a couple years later, I ended up meeting my wife, and it's been history since. You know, it's been good.
Well, let's let that segue into the next question. Let's talk about family life, wife, kids, dog, cat, all that good stuff.
Wife, 2 dogs unwanted. Nah, there's some good dogs though. You guys seen them in those videos before. Early videos. Now I try to keep it simple, you know, because ain't nobody want to look at me. I got 3 kids, 2 daughters, 1 boy. But yeah, they grow fast, man. Time flies when it comes to kids. You know, I feel like I just had my daughter last year, you know, and it's like, she's like that tall now, you know, it's like crazy.
Very cool, man. That's sweet. We got a couple more people joined us while you're talking. Rick from Rick's Barbecue and Specialties, Big Cat 305, Big Rum's Virtual Bar is in there. I like it. Jeff LaFoe, Russell from Raspberry Rod, Justin from Harmon Heat, Craig from Behind the Garage, Beard Champ Barbecue, what's up? Rob Kent showed off your sticker earlier. Very cool. Josh and Bev, I have no problem wearing your shirt. Glad we're rocking it. SoCal crew in the house. What up? Anyway, let's see here. What's up, Kent, in the chat? What's up with Kris putting all the paper clips in there?
I have no freaking clue.
I know, I seen that.
All right, Kirby Q, what's up? Kirby Q.
What's up, Kirby Q?
Cali X put a $15 shot in there, so you're getting a half shot, but thank you.
I should be a jerk.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you all being here tonight. Steven just put Kirby's link. As far as I can tell, everybody has who's in there is probably already subscribed to Kirby. But if you haven't, the link was just put in the chat. Make sure you get on there. Terry put $9.99 in there, but I will not read it because Kent will get very mad at me.
You go right ahead.
No. I've learned my lesson.
If it's on the screen, do it. I have to address something else here.
Oh, no.
I got
All
it.
right. So, Kirby, we'll ask the question to you. She's always been curious, what exactly is the difference between authentic Mexican food and Spanish food? Are they 2 entirely different or similar on different levels? What makes them different? So the difference between Spanish food and Mexican food.
There's a lot of, Mexican food, a lot of that food is derived from like the Indians, the Aztecs, and all that stuff. You have a lot of Spanish influence. There's a lot of Lebanese influence in Mexico. That's why you like if you see like the Al Pastor, you know, like that rotisserie, sideways rotisserie thing.
Right.
Mexico, honestly, is just like and I used to do a lot of research on this, you know, just Mexico is just like a big culture pot, like so many different influences of different cuisines put together, you know, like they say it's Mexican, but in reality, some of the, like say like the Al Pastor tacos, like those, that's really a combination of like the migrants from, you know, Lebanon, you know, and they came over this way. The Spanish, like my grandfather's actually, he's got Spaniard, you know, from he actually was born in Guadalajara, which is more of a southern Mexican area. He's actually he's been traced, to family members descendants from Spain. So you got a lot of different settlers, that came through there. So some of the stuff might be a little the same, but like I look at Spanish cooking, Spaniard cooking, kind of like Italian food, because they have more of like the Mediterranean, like spices and more of like the seafood and that type of stuff. Mexican, their main thing is corn tortillas. The corn that was here, grown locally and stuff like that. So honestly, I could go on for days with this stuff, but growing up, not really knowing none of that stuff, and then finally like seeing like how it is, it's like in Mexico is just like an influence of a lot of stuff, but they have like stuff that there's their own, because it's they use what they have. Like even in some parts of Mexico, dishes are different in other parts of Mexico. And me and Joe were talking to Joe from Smoky Pit BBQ the other day. How he was telling me that we use tortillas for menudo. Menudo is just a trite soup, and he told me that they use tostada shells. That's basically a fried corn tortilla, but he was just like, yeah, that's it. Well, because they don't do that out there, and they do it in like this part of Mexico, So there's just so much different things, that it's just like influences of like different areas, what they have. Some dish might be, because there is tropical parts of Mexico, so it's always different,
Right.
I didn't do that.
Let's see here. Andrew's in there. Sweet Lou Calamides is in the house. What's up, brother? Four Seasons Barbecue's in there. Kyle is Calix to Fly. So Kyle from Facebook, there you go. So Kyle, sorry I didn't recognize the names and put two and two together, but thank you for putting that super chat in there, man. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I think that's it. The chat's fucking me up tonight. All right, let's ask Mega Fred's question. Mega Fred has a lifetime question. What music do you love? Do you play any instruments? Any of that stuff?
I've been practicing on a guitar. I still suck at it though. But I grew up listening to all kinds of stuff. My dad's a musician. I grew up listening to Santana, classic rock, a lot of Led Zeppelin, a lot of like 70s, 80s. Eric Clapton was like really played in my household. Hearing my dad just being outside drinking a couple beers and playing the guitar, just I always had that music in me, I just love listening to music. But as I got older, I got into like the heavy rock, and then I always, like I said in the last Hot Seat, I was a Korn kid. Korn's like my favorite band. But nowadays, honestly, I listen to a lot of hip hop. Not the new hip hop, just old school hip hop. I'm a Tech Nine fan. Tech Nine and Eminem are one of my favorite rappers. But overall, I'm like, I can listen to, well, I probably don't listen to too much country, but I can listen to country. I can listen to, probably not pop, but we could do rock,
Right on.
And hip hop, reggae.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a pretty diverse, opinion of music. So that's how I like it.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna skip some of the channel questions. We'll come to that. We'll come back to that a little bit. But I noticed that you had changed your name back in the day of your channel. You used to do fishing type videos, right?
I did one fishing videos. Like when I said I was gonna change my channel up, Well, I think a lot of the name had a really it kind of hindered me, right? Because it was Kirby's Fish and Grill.
Yeah,
and really all my content that I was gonna be putting out, I was gonna be doing like catch and cook videos and grill whatever I caught, or deep fried whatever I caught, and I was gonna do like product reviews on fishing stuff, and that was my game plan. But for some weird reason, and I remember the day too. I remember the day clearly. A buddy of mine came down one weekend. I haven't seen him, so I just had to let it pass, right? A buddy of mine came down and fishing with an F Tom. He's out in Washington. He lives out there, but he's from here. And we went fishing one Friday evening. We went catfishing. We had a blast, just got, the guys, hanging out and stuff like that. But the next day I had planned to record a video, and so I get out there. I went to my fishing spot. I had showed him this spot the day before. He didn't know about this spot. So I get out to my fishing spot, get all set up. I got my camera ready, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I got GoPros going. I had 2 GoPros and then one just cheap action camera, and I was ready to do it. And I got it, started recording, doing my crappy intro. I couldn't be in front of cameras back in the day, dude. And I barely got through my intro. Then I started showing what I was using and everything. And all of a sudden, the car pulls up. And I look back. He's like, "What's up, dude?" And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, there went that. Then so I just started getting on the grill. I started cooking. And I just stuck with the cooking content, and it just went from there, and just I felt the Kirby's Fish and Grill kind of just hurt the channel, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing no fishing and all that stuff, so once I was able to, I just went ahead and just changed it to cooking with Kirby.
Right on. All right, cool. A couple more people jumped in there. Well, first of all, Terry put another question in there. I'll let Dutch read it. But Mike Montoya, 29 Palms, put his 29 in there. So, Mike, cheers to you, buddy.
What's up, Mikey?
Appreciate it. Junior Cost is in there. Annalisa's in there. Alton the Dawgfather's in the chat. Congratulations, Alton passed 20,000 subscribers this morning. Well on his way to 21. Dude, he is killing it. Creator of the day. Good stuff. Couldn't happen to a better brother, better guy, whatever. I'm calling for Alton. Nothing's crazy. See, Ash Kicking Barbecue. Darren, what's in there? How you doing, man? I think that catches everybody in the chat. I think maybe. All right, cool. I feel like I hate missing people and missing people in the chat. I want to make sure everybody's acknowledged and we appreciate you guys being here. But sometimes the chat's flying by and I miss some. So, all right. So we took the shots. Terry put the questions in. I'm gonna ask, since I just saw Smoking Joe in there. I'm gonna ask his lifetime question. All right. Money, no object. What would be the one cooker, smoker, apparatus, air fryer, whatever? Money, no object. What would you want?
I don't know, man. I'm a simple man, dude. When it comes to at the house, I mean, Weber kettle has been like my go-to for a very, very long time. I just spent money on the pellet grill. I mean, even it's a lower end. I mean, it's $500, but I mean, it does really good. I mean, I'm not really, when it comes to cooking stuff. I don't know, maybe a big old pit, one of those industrial pits, so that way I could sell food off of.
There you go.
Like smokers,
All right, well, cool. It's one of those questions. There's no right or wrong, and we've talked to a lot of people over the years, and what would be the one grill they want or whatever. And most everybody will say the Weber kettle because it's so versatile. You can do everything with it. So I ain't mad at that at all. And Suburban Barbecue says he's tapping his foot because I didn't announce him, but I said Suburban Jim instead of Suburban Barbecue. So Jim shouted you out, brother, but I didn't say your full channel name because, you know, with all the videos you put out, it's hard for me to remember to put Suburban Barbecue in there. So,
I know, we're waiting, Jim.
all right, carry on, Jeff and John. John, hope I'm doing well. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you always coming by. Everybody tries to come by and support when they can. Appreciate it. Madwood Barbecue saying hi to Leprechaun. Oh, LeprakonTV. What's going on, Lep? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
We had a question from Terry.
What's that?
I think we had a question from Terry.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Kent read those off because I get in trouble when I read the chat. So there you go. All right, Kent, are you ready to take over? I've seen tons of questions go by. So
yeah, you have, and 275 of them are from Charlie.
oh, great.
Love you,
Charlie, go.
I didn't hear this to you.
Blowing up the chat, so he might get one asked. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Speaking of Terry, says, will you ever come see us in Texas again?
Where
would you want to go?
Actually, if I were to go back out to Texas, I would love to just hang out, kind of like what we did at Chef Johnny's. You know, that was an experience. We went to Austin. We went to Austin, Texas, and we met up with Terry, me and AB, and we went to Franklin's Barbecue. But I think if I were to go back out that way, you know, there's so many people I would like to touch again out there in Texas. You know, I wanted to meet up with Kenneth from What's New Barbecue. He was on my radar when I was actually out there. I think I reached out to Joe, but he doesn't live in that area where Chef Johnny and T-Roy and all them live at. So if I were to go out that way again, I would like to make it like a really long week type thing where I am probably driving to like Central Texas to like maybe the other spots of Texas and Joe. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I had a blast when I was out there. You know, it was awesome to meet those guys, and it's surreal. You know, somebody that you watch over YouTube, and all of a sudden you're standing right next to them. It's crazy, you know. And Terry and Clay, her husband Clay, is just they're good people, man. You know, and if I were to go out there again, it would be something to like spend time and like. Chef, I touched you. I shook your hand, sir.
I had to put it up there. My favorite thing about meeting Chef was when we were saying goodbye, saying good nights, whatever. I said, "Hey man, it was great to finally meet you," and he's like, "I'm glad you were able to finally meet me too." So cross that off your bucket list.
Hey, he's got a killer food trailer. I've always wanted something like that. He's got a killer. I liked it. But yeah, if I go out there this time, it's going to be something planned, and I would kind of like to be a little bit more organized with it. And you know, if we end up doing something, you know, we know what to expect. You know, but the main thing of it would be to hang out and not record and all that stuff. Maybe do one video, but you know, I wouldn't really worry about like the video like we did last time. But
right.
It would be more of like, you know, spending time and just, you know, breaking bread, really. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I do.
All right. You just got to make sure you let me know, because if it's going to be next year, we do one big trip with family, and the wife and I do a trip. So Texas might be on the radar next year. So we'll see.
Well,
I definitely want to go back to Texas, and I want to do the same thing, Kirby. Like, give it a long week. You know, I felt like we were kind of rushing through things. You know.
Yeah, I remember we're not that way.
Out. Go ahead, Ken. Sorry, bro.
I'm used to it. It's okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Sorry, Ken.
Wait, I got to address one thing with Josh and Babe. since Babe won't answer my text. Last week, I switched shirts because CJ and I were going to be twinning, and I refused to be twinning. So, Josh and Bethany, I will have this shirt on next week, so you're getting 2 weeks of coverage. How's that?
Right. And then Uncle Steve, I will wear this shirt next week because I didn't want to wear this shirt when he was wearing that shirt last. We're not going to twin anymore. We're not going to do it. It causes too much confusion in the chat.
Yeah, we're both too sexy. They get us confused.
I'm too much sexy on the screen. I swear.
Joe, you're funny. Yeah, getting down there to Texas, Chef Johnny, Johnny View to a Grill, Joe, Brother James, Alton, T-Roy, Kenneth. I mean, the list just, it goes on and on. It would be
a lot of people in Texas for sure.
Yeah. So, all right. And Suburban Jim. Sorry.
Suburban Jim.
I forgot. Oh, and shit. Sorry, Uncle Steve. Forgot you too. And Bill.
Yeah, what part is Uncle Steve? I know he's out in Texas, but I didn't catch what part of Texas he's from.
Uncle Steve's down by Houston.
Okay.
Terry put another comment in there. Kent.
Go to Frederick for good German food.
Okay.
Well, that's up CJ's alley, not mine.
I'll try anything. I'm not big.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, the first time I ever had warm German potato salad.
Warm German potato salad.
Or sauerkraut. Sorry. I thought it was going to be horrible. It was awesome.
So you tried it once?
It was good. I will say that. All right, back to the questions, Kirby.
All right.
Some serious stuff coming on here. I'm going to have to figure out how to mix all 275 of Charlie's in. But make that 276. You just put another one in the fucking chat. All right, Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin wants to know, what did you think about your first experience at In-N-Out Burger?
You know what? It depends on who makes your food. And I'm always going to say that because just because they basically have like, this is how you build the sandwich photo. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. There was one time I actually did like it, but yeah, they just salt and pepper, man. You know, just little salt and pepper, you know. But yeah, I think it's just like done half-assed, so not really a fan of it.
So you're saying Whataburger's better?
Never had Whataburger either. I'm not
Whataburger is not better than In-N-Out. It's not.
I can tell you right now, Five Guys sucks.
Yeah, I agree with that. Five Guys, their fries are okay. I don't mind their fries.
We have a Five Guys up here also.
No.
Whoever
It's all part of
my burger from In-N-Out will depend on how I like it. If it's just sloppily put together and they're trying to rush and put orders out, I'm not dealing with it. Yeah,
hey, Cooking with Doug's in the chat. What's up, Doug? Put $5 in there.
What's up, Doug?
Get us drunk.
Uh-oh.
The shots are $25, but since you're a returning guest, I'll go ahead and take it up for $5.
Actually, talking about In-N-Out Burger, if you actually request in your order for them to put salt and pepper on the patty, it comes out better.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I mean, most of it is just like soft, you know, so that's what I get. It's like they're probably putting too many patties on. They're just trying to get all this stuff out, you know, so I can see where that frustration would be like, just hurry up and put it together and get it going. So, but yeah, if you actually request put salt and pepper on the patties, they do taste a little bit better.
All right.
Hey, Todd from Dad Incredibles in the chat. What up, Todd? How you doing? All right, Kent. My bad. Sorry.
Fine. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Jason, Easy Bake Barbecue wants to know, Kirby, how daunting of a task was it at the SoCal meetup teaching Josh how to actually cook?
It wasn't that. I mean, look, man, I got patience, dude. I mean, that's okay. That's a perfect example of what I do every day. I got to teach somebody how to use a computer. And you know that because you're in IT and you know, maybe you might not be in like the whole end user stuff, but you know, it's just when it comes to the stuff, you just got to learn patience. And it wasn't bad. He ended up doing it. Didn't he end up making a video like not too long afterwards? And he didn't even mention my name on his real video.
Yeah. The part I remember the most about with you and Josh at the SoCal meetup, other than the fact that it went Josh, Kirby, Marion, and
hey, Josh is tall, man.
Josh and I are right.
I'm like looking at him like this, like, you got it, dude.
But you trying to teach him cooking ribs.
Yeah.
And he was like, I mean, it was like teaching a second grader, dude. Really big second grader, but he was just so.
Well, it seems like the here Nigel wants AB to get in chat. Let me send AB a text.
All right.
We got a couple more people in the chat. Soul Food Cooking's in there. What's going on, Robert? How you doing? Kyle put another $15 in the chat. Thank you, Kyle. Cheers, buddy. While you guys are talking, my oldest son Trent is texting me and telling me that he's not going to be able to be here on Father's Day. Just ripping my heart out. It's fine. He has to work.
Like that, he has to work.
He has to work. He's working at Stater Brothers out here, the grocery store out here. He's working in the meat department. You know, just being the little helper. I'm like, bro, any specials you want to bring home?
Just say you dropped that Wagyu brisket on the floor.
Exactly. Grumpus, how you doing, buddy? All right.
You ready? You ready, Kirby?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The first of 276 questions from Barbecue wants to know, what is the difference between this hot seat and when you're on with Hobo?
I held back a lot on Hobo's hot seat. You know, I wasn't comfortable, and I didn't really want to get on the hot seat period when I was, you know, at that time because I don't know, I just didn't feel uncomfortable. I held back a lot of information. I wasn't, you know, I was quick on my answers. You know, wasn't good in front of the camera. First off, you know, all these people looking at me. I didn't know anybody. I knew a few, but I mean, I didn't know everybody. So yeah, there's a lot of information that just, you know, if you're looking for entertainment, that was the wrong hot seat and time to ask me to get on there. So really, it was just bad timing.
Now, if you're not looking for entertainment, you go to mine. I only had 2 subs when I was on there. Come on now. Marion did make me laugh, though, when I showed the dog, and he said, "Oh, supper." I was like, Marion.
Hey, Walt Twins is in the house. What's up, guys? New channel, guys. Or I don't know about new, but new to me. Guys, check them out, man. They're a great little channel. They're doing a lot of Blackstone stuff. Guys, if you can, check them out, man. I love watching them. I want to get them on the hot seat soon, man. They're a good group of good brothers in there. Obviously, twins. Very funny. So check them out.
All right. I just wrote them down. I'll check them out after the show. So,
this booger asked roll your eyes all you want. Give a shout out to Soul Food Cooking for getting that 100K silver play button.
Yeah, congrats on that 100K. I guess that's what my next goal is, man. You know, so
yeah,
congrats on that. That's a huge stepping stone.
So Robert and Barbara, that's Soul Food Cooking, they live like down the freeway from me. If you ever want to bring that play button by, so I can just like hold it for a little bit, because I don't think I'll leave it mine. Just like hold it and like, you know, maybe drool on a little bit. You know, feel free to come over.
I've been meaning for like the past several, probably I want to say like the past year to get out there and meet up with all you guys. It's just bad timing, this whole nonsense with this flu hit, and I had planned. I've been wanting to go to AB's house like so bad, just to get out, because I really don't conversate with nobody other than one other person outside of work, and I just really wanted to just get out, but we're gonna make it happen though. Once this stuff clears up, we're gonna do some things. I really want to get like involved with AB in some of my videos, and I would like to meet Soul Food Cooking, because they're right there, so, and then maybe another SoCal meetup,
Yeah, I would love to do that too. We obviously got to wait for all this mess in the world get done. But I think we'll have something sooner than later. At least I feel.
Yeah. What you got for me, Ken?
Oh, sorry. I was looking up Walt twins since I was really
176 questions.
All right. Gary from GT's Barbecue wants to know, Kirby, what's your favorite kind of taco?
Favorite kind of taco? All right, Gary, put in chat, do I have time to make it or is it a quick cook? I'll wait for you to respond and then I'll answer that question.
All right, I'll watch for it. Hey, there's AB.
AB's in the chat. What's good, brother?
All right.
Here, let me just answer that question so I can get it out of the way. If I don't have time to
he said quick.
Yeah, if I don't have time, something quick, just some type of either beef or chicken taco with a quick seasoning and thrown on the grill. Either carne asada. I have a carne asada video, two of them actually, but one of the videos that's just like my quick seasoning. I throw some lemon on there, hit it with Chef Marito's beef seasoning, and grill it up. That's how some of the what do you call them? The butchers supposedly marinated. That's all they use. If I actually have time and I can actually do it from scratch, I love doing a marinade. And the last pollo asado video and the last carne asada video, that's how I like to make my tacos. If I have time to do it, that's how I do it.
Well, there you go, GT. All right. Pickles again.
Oh, no.
What are your ideas behind your Mexican barbecue for your videos? Where do you get your ideas?
Honestly, there's a lot of not really considered barbecue. I mean, it's considered cooking, like Mexican cooking. There's a lot of like Mexican pit cooking dishes that people do. So I'm taking just those recipes. Like there's a lot of like food that's cooked over open pit. So I'm going to be taking a lot of those recipes and just simplifying them a little bit and maybe making some type of tweaks and changes to it just to make it my own and put it in like barbecue application. Just the marinades. I have a lot of stuff coming. Just the difference in, compared to like Texas style barbecue using dry seasoning to using a marinade, just taking a lot of those like Mexican flavors and putting it to a barbecue application. Really, that's all that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, a lot of stuff going to be coming up. Just intriguing stuff. I kind of already put it out, that butterfly pollo asado that I did. Yeah, so that basically all I did is marinate chicken in salsa and grilled it up and basted it up like you would barbecue sauce. And that came out pretty good. I have to say, that damn chicken came out good, dude.
I was going to say that sounds damn good. All right, we're going to digress a little bit here back to the beginning of the show where you talked about your little trouble as a youth. And Smoking Joe's Pit BBQ wants to know, what did you do? Did you take the tag off of a mattress, Kirby, or what?
I was a trouble kid. I had dad issues. You know, I had a lot of anger towards him. And just a lot of things that my parents did in life, I kind of just do the opposite nowadays. You know, I had a lot of anger in me. I was just, you know, bad, you know, doing things that I shouldn't be doing, running around the streets and just doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. You know, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for a lot of the things I did, but luckily, you know, I just, you know, I got lucky. You know, that's all I have to say. I got lucky.
You're not the only one up here that's guilty of that, Kirby. Just,
you know. But a little bit of discipline, a little bit of just, you know, putting my mind to like other things other than what I was exposed to. You know, just you know, it led me into a different path. And I think really and that's why I wanted to be when I first got out of high school, I wanted to study criminal justice. And actually, if I go to school for like 3 classes, I can have a degree in criminal justice. I wanted to be a probation officer because that was who put me in straight, really, was my probation officer.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one that kind of like scared me straight. You know, when I got those handcuffs and stuff on me and everything, and I got into trouble later on, but still, you know, that kind of like put like its precedence on me. Like, hey, you know, maybe you need to, you know, straighten out. And yeah, once I got into, you know, started playing ball and wrestling really put me straight because, you know, that I felt I had a huge passion with wrestling. CIF champ for my region. Went to Masters, placed 3rd on my senior year. Got my ass whipped in state, but did pretty good, you know. That was like an addiction. That was like my first probably addictions right there. It was just like
what weight did you wrestle at, Kirby?
Heavyweight. I had a football body, dude. How I look now is way different than how I could not wear regular jeans. I had to buy baggy jeans and they fit me normal. That's how big my legs were, dude. I mean, I used to squat 600 pounds.
I had that in high school too. That is hard finding jeans because my thighs were like so freaking tight in regular blue jeans. It sucked.
Yeah.
Good thing we grew up in the 90s where the baggy.
Yeah. Dude, if it wasn't for those pants, I would have to literally buy probably 5 or probably 8 sizes bigger just to fit the regular size jeans on my legs, dude.
Yeah. CJ, when you say growing up in the 90s, you're speaking for yourself, not this guy.
Oh, that's right.
I'm before that. So, all right. James sent 1,000. Piggybacking off that, says, sounds like you could have been the inspiration for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All right. Jim from Suburban Barbecue wants to know, have you ever actually wore fat pants? But I think you pretty much just answered that now.
Yeah, I have. Even after football. I mean, I lost that football build, but once I got into IT, I really got fat. I ain't lying on that part. When I went to Texas, I was 285 pounds. Right now, I'm about 245.
Wow.
So
CJ, yeah, put Steve's last comment up.
Hold up. All right.
I had 2, not 4. Lep says he still has his parachute pants. So
Cooking with Doug said you graduated in 92. I graduated in 94. Kirby?
2000.
Kent?
88.
I could have just, hey, you know what? When he said 88, the first thing I thought of was Kent having a big old mullet. Please tell me that's what you had.
I will send you the picture of it. Me
I
holding my
knew it.
daughter when she was about 2 years old, and that mullet came down to about right here, baby. Oh yeah, and it was the flat top mullet too, mind you.
Yeah.
So
That was that era.
Real quick, Chef Johnny at me said we have a brand new channel in here. It's first time. It's Bartlow's BBQ, not Barlow's BBQ, which we all know. Bartlow. So welcome, Bartlow BBQ. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. I think I actually approved him to go into the YouTube Cooks Facebook group earlier. So very cool, man. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right, Kent, go ahead, bud.
All right. Fuck. Pickles. Kirby, which you are, it's shorthand. It's been so long ago and so many questions ago. He wants to know, what are your feelings of your pit boss versus your stick burner?
I'm going to tell you right now, I am enjoying the pit boss. The reason why is because it is a lot of less hassle. I don't have to be managing fire. It's just a set it, forget it. And to be honest, I could see why they're so popular because, you know, I just go out there, put some food on the grill, you know, make sure it's at a certain temp and just walk away. You know, set a timer, come back out. And I think that's going to help me get through the summer with grilling videos because now I can actually put stuff on the grill and not have to be outside in 128-degree weather. Right. And still get a video out, you know, compared to my past couple years. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know, I got a huge announcement. Hopefully it goes through. You know, I hope to hear some things regarding that grill, and we never know, you know, just see what happens. I might have a big announcement coming soon.
That'd be awesome. You know, the one drawback, and I've seen videos posted about this, and I know our buddy Rick had problems with his pit boss vertical, with the error codes and everything. And Todd from Greenhorn, him and I were chatting back and forth, and I have a buddy that I work with. He's bought 2 Traeger Pro 22s that were returned to the store they were bought from because the temperatures fluctuated so bad. Okay.
I think you kind of just need to get used to it, though.
No, not like this. Not from 180, 330 to 210 to 280. I mean, just all over the board.
I seen that at first. I did see that at first. Okay. I think hey, you got that mad face. You okay?
I'm good. Go ahead.
It's me, Kent. It's me.
I know. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I'll tell you the real answer.
It's over. I'll let you finish. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, finish. Now I'm gonna just set up.
This is the one thing I've learned on these pellet cookers. It has to be on its own dedicated circuit. Not just plugged in, the only thing plugged into an outlet on the wall, but it's on its own dedicated circuit. Between the voltage and the amperage, okay, that's how you'll get them big spikes. I mean, normally you're going to have a little wave, but when you have spikes up and down on a pellet cooker, it is an electrical supply problem. I have a 30 amp dedicated circuit up here. It runs 2 things. Right now, the Winnebago is sitting outside, it's plugged into it. The only other time it gets used is to run my pellet cooker. That's it. I have 5 to 8 degree variations, not 90-degree variations. So if you are having trouble with a pellet cooker, make sure it is on its own dedicated circuit. And I'm off my soapbox.
I will keep that in mind next time I fire up. But I do notice when I first started using mine, I kind of overprimed mine a little bit. Yeah. So and I didn't show all the smoke that was coming out of that thing. Because when I first started that thing had my backyard like it was just pure white smoke. I could not see like probably 5 feet in front of me. I was just like, holy crap, what did I do? And I was like scared. I was like, am I gonna get this thing on fire? So, but what I do notice now though is now that it's got hoppers, I know that there's hoppers or pellets. I'm sorry. Now that it's got pellets and everything, and I know there's pellets to that cup, you know. So as long as I clean it and everything, I've had pretty steady temps. But I'll keep an eye on that though. What you said though.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Next one, Pickles. What is your favorite video you put out that did not do well?
All of them.
All of them. I haven't hit.
Nah, you know what? There's some videos that I have some attachment to. You know, because a lot of these like Southern cuisine, comfort foods, you know, these are coming from my grandmother's. Some of these like, you know, kitchen recipes that I'm doing with Mexican food, like these are like coming from, you know, aunts and grandmothers and stuff like that. So, you know, some of these recipes, they actually have a lot of attachment to them because I grew up eating them, you know, and, you know, these women were, and bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what anybody says, when these women wake up first thing in the morning and they're making 2 dozen tortillas, and then to turn around and make breakfast, and then to turn around and make tamales, and then to turn around and make dinner. It's just like, dude, these women are in the kitchen all day, and my hat's off to them, because you know what, there's people nowadays that it's so easy just to go to McDonald's, and these women were putting in work back in the day. And some of these recipes are time consuming. So, I mean, when I made some of those recipes, you know, and they didn't do so well, I mean, it is what it is, but, you know, just that's how it goes.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing, and that's a very good answer, because you just erased another one of Charlie's questions with that answer. Wanting
good answer.
If you had cookbooks from your mom, grandma, other family relatives.
And they're not cookbooks per se. They're the grandmother on my mom's side, my nana. She has little like postcards, not postcards, little like
index cards.
Index cards. There you go. Those type of things. Yeah. She has like just probably like several boxes of those type of things. So I'm talking about hundreds of recipes, dude. My grandmother, my grandma wasn't the one saving recipes. My mom is the one that started writing down my grandma's recipes. My mom's white, by the way. She learned Spanish from my grandma. She learned how to cook Mexican food from my grandma. You know, everything. You know, so my grandma was like a huge role for my mom. You know, so. My mom wrote, you know, kind of like did like what my, you know, other grandma did. You know, she just started writing all these things down, you know. Right. You know, back then they had like pinch, a dash, you know, nowadays it's teaspoon and tablespoon and dude, they use lard for everything. Let me tell you that right now.
like back in the day, you say a pinch, now everybody weighs it out. That's an 1/8 teaspoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw it in there.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I don't bake. Because you got to be more precise. While you're cooking, you dish a pinch of that, a dash of that. But,
and if you put too much in, you can cover it. You know, and for the youngins that are watching, recipe cards are long before the internet. This is when they came to books. You had to know what you're looking for and hope you could read cursive back in the day also.
Yeah. So, and my mom has like things that she wrote down on plain paper that this paper is so brittle.
Yeah.
If you move it, it'll crack. Like she has it like in plastic, those plastic sleeves, right? Just to preserve the recipe, right?
Yes, sir. Hobo in the chat. Everybody say hi to Hobo.
What's up, Hobo?
Everybody who's hanging out with the neighbors, doing his thing, spreading his COVID around.
I think he's spreading more than that. No,
all right. Oh, you know what I'm saying? All right,
yeah.
Hobo. You go, girl. All right, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. I got a bunch more. How many you want me to do?
Man, go for it, man. Our questions have been, already been asked. The boring questions as Ken.
I got to answer the just FYI, I do want to answer the.
Oh, there's someone at the door.
The mountain one. The mountain.
The Mount Rushmore. You want it? You want that one?
That one I will do. That one. It's on my list.
Do it right now.
The Mount Rushmore.
All right, Kirby. Who would be on your personal Mount Rushmore? 4 people you love and admire.
For people I love, well, first and foremost would be my wife. She's my rock, and the way my life is going, I wouldn't be able to do it without her because it's stressful. Things are stressful sometimes, and she's a big backbone. To everything that I do, everything that I plan. I do it for her and the family. It gives me that motivation. So. Wife would be on there first of all. Mom, she is another reason why the way I am. She pretty much, even though my father was around, it was still like if we were being raised by a single mother, pretty much. You know what I mean? So my mom put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into raising us. I mean, I felt bad because I really didn't care about some of the stuff, growing up. I went to school with whatever. I got sent off. I remember her crying one time, and I felt kind of bad because I really don't look at those things like I need anything from anybody. And she was crying because I got sent out to a 2-day wrestling tournament, up in San Diego, and she was crying because she couldn't send me with no food. You know what I mean? So but that's why I have that grind. That's why I always have that. What can I do to make something better? What can I, how can I make my life better? Pretty much. So that my mom would be on there. Just hands down. She's been a whole inspiration on my whole life, and just how I treat my kids, how I take care of my wife and treat my wife and everything. She was the creation of me. So, I live out her legacy, with my years. And then the final one would be my boy AB. That's my mentor. That's my dude. I consider him as best friend, brother. You know what I mean? AB's, basically the back end of cooking with Kirby. We sat for, I could tell you, years. We spoke to them on the phone every day, for hours. So that would be my Mount Rushmore. Those 3 right there.
All right.
There's 4, right?
I'm here. Is there 4 really?
Yes.
4 people on the Mount Rushmore.
We'll put Ken on there. Ken, you're good.
Ken, you're up
there. I'm touched, Kirby. Thank you.
Ken will get the 4th spot. You're good, bro.
Oh, wow.
Don't let my daughter hear that. She'll be like, what about me?
Dad, you forgot me.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Joe, you just got your answer. Booger, shut up. The kid is on the backside. Screw you, Hobo. All right. Jimmy Q wants to know, what is some of the cool tech stuff the Border Patrol has that no one knows about?
Nothing.
Hey, look. That you can legally talk about. How's that?
They got a cool camera system, but honestly, there's nothing. I wish they had better internet speed, and you wouldn't be surprised. my 3-year-old computer that I built is probably way better than a lot of their equipment out there.
Wow. That's kind of scary.
Sad.
It's
sad. Something.
I'm saying their stuff's that bad, not that yours is bad. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. It's just something I had to transition to and just get used to.
All right. Smoking Joe's Pit BBQ wants to know, Kirby, do you own a muscle car?
Actually, the muscle car actually comes from toy muscle cars. The little model, they used to paint, that you would paint and stuff like that. That's where that email account. That's been my account for years, dude. So it's not that it's like I got a muscle car. Actually, I would love a '69 Camaro, sitting in my driveway. But maybe one day I could get me a nice Chevy big block in that driveway. But yeah, that name actually came from the model cars. I used to paint those back in the day. I used to have like a little collection of all my favorite cars.
Right. I don't think any kid growing up had a Hot Wheel that wasn't his favorite muscle car and said, someday this is going to be mine. Hey. And about 1 out of every 200 got it.
I have multiple cars.
Oh, no, Doug. Doug, welcome to the dark side.
That's awesome.
You converted that?
I hope he's being honest about that. Please, Doug.
We got a couple more people in the chat. Carrie, VA Chick, and then Johnny from View to a Grill. What's going on, guys? Thank you for being here. All right, go for it, Ken.
Doug's cracking me up here.
Yep.
Okay. Keith Bettag wants to know, and I'm putting this up because it's on right now, and it breaks up the pickles question hour.
Okay, I seen it.
Chorizo and scrambled eggs or huevos rancheros? Which one?
Depends. Chorizo and scrambled eggs, that's honestly, mostly I would put that in a burrito. That's like my hand food, just finger food and just, hit the road. Huevos rancheros, if I'm making breakfast for the family and we're all sitting at the dinner, that's what we're having.
You know what? I've never tried it, but I'd let you make that for me, Kirby. I'm telling you.
Huevos rancheros?
Yeah.
I mean, similar to it. It's actually drunken. It's actually drunken eggs is what the saying in Spanish. But I made like a little twist on huevos rancheros, and where I actually put like the beef and like bell peppers and all that stuff, all the goodies, and the hot sauce, or not hot sauce, the tomato sauce. I named it huevos rancheros, but it's really not huevos rancheros. I mean, huevos rancheros is just fried up eggs with some salsa on top. You can add some meat on top if you want, and serve it up on a plate. But I'll make it for you, dude.
Okay. Sorry, something in the chat caught my eye. Josh and Babe said they're in and out of service in Vegas. And Uncle Steve says, tag Josh and Babe and said, I once had some in and out service in Vegas. Steve,
if I was in Vegas, YouTube would be off of limits right now.
Oh, yeah. What do you always used to say, CJ? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for the crabs. That shit follows you everywhere. Something like that.
Something like the crimes or the herb, whatever.
Herb. There you go. All right. Let's see. Pickles wants to know, what is the biggest thing that you learned from your trip to Texas?
Well,
is it like don't grab Chef Johnny's butt? What?
No. I would have to say Well, I'm glad to see that everything that I was learning throughout all the years was pretty much spot on. The whole Central Texas salt and pepper thing, that was kind of a shocker. Even though I was kind of aware, but I was like, they actually use a bunch of salt and pepper, and that's it, nothing else. I mean, just simple as hell, you know. I mean, I just had a good old time, you know. I dig some of their ugly drum smokers. They're really big on that. Well, I'm not all of them, anyways. But yeah, you know, it was a fun time. You know, I don't even really think I was really out there looking to like learn food. I was more like just like want to have a good old time, you know. Because I've been stuck in California for the past 10 years, you know, so
Right.
just to get out for once, you know, it was kind of cool.
All right, CJ, I don't know if you saw it, but the Iowa count is up to 4 now.
What?
Siren's here from
I saw
TNT.
Siren in there.
And you got Terry Madwood, you got Ron Four Seasons, and of course, this guy.
Of course. And Mary just put $20 Canadian in there. So cheers.
Oh, shit. Hi, Mary. Okay.
Appreciate it, Mary. I love that you're just taking it to the head tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing this. All right. Let's see. Darren, Ash Kicking Barbecue. What is something Kirby has struggled with cooking, but wants to get better at?
A 21.5-pound brisket.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what? I think you overthought that brisket. That weight got in your head and messed with you, man.
I was pissed. 16.5 hours of my life gone to shredded beef.
But I bet it was good shredded beef, wasn't it?
That was pretty good though. Yeah, it was some good stuff. Hey, I still got leftovers, man. I'm actually gonna make a video on the Blackstone with shredded beef out of that brisket, and I'm gonna do some fried tacos on Blackstone. I was just super bummed because you know what? This was my 5th brisket. I practiced on the Weber. I practiced on my offset. I got good results on the Weber. I got good, decent results on the offset. I could have probably cooked it a little bit longer, but still had some good eats. And then, 5th video comes around, and I'm like, okay, should I try this on the pellet grill? Because I just got the pellet grill, and let's record it. Well, trim video is awesome. I actually have her, just fully recorded, fully edited, because then by the time I got to cooking the damn thing, I'm out there. I started like at 6 in the morning, probably earlier than that. I was recording by 6 in the morning, and
Wow.
By the time that live went, it was earlier than that. I want to say it was probably like 4:30 actually. I started in the morning, and that thing was on all day, and I went live. I did that live stream like kind of late, so that's about when I had to get off.
Yeah, when you went live that night, I think that was like 10 or 10:30 my time.
Something like that.
I was like rubbing my eyes, trying to stay awake.
Because I was chatting with Josh and CJ like while I was waiting for this thing to hurry up, and well, you guys were all going live, and I think that's what messed me up, because I was in here messing around.
It's our fault.
Yeah, it's your guys' fault. I was in Ricer's live.
I'll take it.
I was in Ricer's live, watching the show and stuff, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, I got a brisket outside. I'm gonna go check on it. And by the time I actually went back, there's factors, dude. There's factors of why I messed that cook up, and that's just my fault. That's my fault. But I still have some good eats in the fridge, and I'm gonna hook it up in some way or form, because I gotta use that meat. But yeah, brisket is I'm not gonna get a huge brisket like I did next time, because that thing was just a beast. It was in the stall for, I want to say, 5 hours.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how long that thing was installed for, dude. It was once it hit to 150, it barely moved like every 20 minutes, like if that. And so it was. I'm not doing another brisket that big, but I do want to do brisket on my channel though. I just not that big.
I have yet to do one on my pellet cooker, but the next cook on the pellet cooker is probably going to be a brisket.
I've done a couple in the vertical smoker, and they've turned out really well. So
actually, doing brisket Kent on the pellet grill is actually a lot easier than.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Whatever with the slow and sear, it does good because you could cook a 11-pound brisket.
What?
In like 7 to 8 hours.
What's
it's like your bro and sear, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of a slow and sear. I use the other
bro and sear.
Well, something like your bro and sear, okay, with that water trough that supposedly has contamination and can get you sick.
I never said.
I know you didn't say that, but I'm just regurgitating what people said. Yeah, that thing for one liter charcoal to cook up one brisket, like that's pretty awesome. 7.5 hours, 8 hour cook. Yeah, you can have like an 11-pound brisket cooked up.
Hey,
offset was a lot of work.
Real quick, we got some from Facebook. Steve Lyons said the last 20-pound brisket he did took 20 hours.
Ooh,
Said yeah, he ain't gonna do that again. Mary put another Canadian super shot in there. Mary, we did get you the first go around, so thank you, and we appreciate the second one. So cheers, Mary. Thank you so much.
Mary's gonna make me have a long Friday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin asked earlier, what are your thoughts on tripas?
Tripas?
Tripas.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm from Iowa.
Awesome, bro.
Tripas.
Tripas is awesome, Kent. Have you ever had tripas, Kent?
What do you think? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
What do you think?
Awesome, dude.
Come on now.
Here, you know what? If my dad makes it, I don't want it. But anybody else, I will eat their tripas. Tripas is it's a special. It's pig intestines is what it is. That's exactly what tripe. That's tripas. Yeah. But yeah, you have to cook them a certain way, and there's a special process to that. So, but once you get them all fried up, and once you get them all cleaned up and cooked up a little bit, and then you throw them on, in the oil and everything, you fry them up. Man, tripas is some really really good stuff. So yeah, Joe is correcting you. Can't. It's tripas.
Yeah, I saw that. Come on.
Did you say tripas?
I can barely say burrito right or taco. Give me a break. All right. Pickles wants to know, you ever done a video that you really didn't care for, Kirby?
No. I don't think I have. Because I mean, there's a couple videos that I was really stressed out in, for sure. And I probably shouldn't have posted them, like my video that's getting seen like crazy right now. The barbecue chicken on the air fryer. I was stressed out. I had a bad weekend. I had a bad week, period. I asked my wife just to go to the in-laws and, go ahead and spend time with their mom. I'm gonna go, work on this video because I haven't put out a video in a couple of days and I needed to get some stuff in. And I just couldn't focus on the video. I was going back and forth from watching TV, looking at my phone, watching YouTube, and that video right there, I honestly hate that video. But it's not because that's not my full cooking potential. I just was all over the place. I didn't want to be in front of the camera at that time and all that stuff. So really, when I get comments on that video, I'm like, dude, you guys are watching the wrong video.
I actually watched that one today. It showed up in my feed. I was like, 300,000 for air fried chicken.
Dude, how horrible was that video?
It's awesome.
Fuck, that thing is garbage, dude. I don't know. It is what it is. Hey, you know what? I just had a bad day on that one. It was.
What I'm missing?
Chef's comment. He says,
Don't try.
"Don't try it. It tastes like ass."
They gotta be clean, Chef. Look,
Is
I
that
had really good tripa tacos. They
Is
have
that
to be
Ray Newcomb's in the chat. What's up, Ray? How you doing, buddy?
Run a garden hose through it like 4 or 5 times and just keep flushing it out?
No, I mean the women in my family, they would just run through the water, just get it all cleaned out, and vinegar helps. Vinegar, in the water helps.
Eat it 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's up, Pete?
look at Chef's last comment.
If you don't clean them good, they taste like they are marinated in shit soup.
They're real earthy. I'll tell you that right now. If they're not done right. But the reason why I say I won't have them, I won't eat them when my dad makes them, because my dad burns the crap out of them. They're basically like churritos or chicharrones, worse than chicharrones.
Oh, that's awesome. Jesus, I'm having too much fun. Now that Booger put some crap in the chat, I'm going to ask Booger's question. Earlier, you're talking about Kirby's Fish and Grill, and you're going to do the catch and cook videos. She wants to know, did you change your name because you couldn't catch fish and you sucked at fishing, or what?
No, I actually do pretty good at fishing. No, it's just it was more of what makes sense point. That's all that was. If I was out fishing all the time and catching fish and cooking them up, then I would have kept it. But at the end of the day, like, my passion for cooking actually started coming out more. I started doing inside, cooking stuff in the kitchen. Picked up a darn air fryer, and that's just where all that came about. I just wanted to share my food. So it actually became something that I wanted to work on and build. So that's where that came. That whole change came about because, Kirby's Fish and Grill. When you look at it, it's nothing but food. So just cooking with Kirby.
Right. All right, Tom's Food Factory. Kirby, what's your favorite Mexican food to make?
Favorite to make? Me to make or me to eat? Which one is it?
He said you to make.
Folded fried shredded beef tacos. That is my favorite because I just take a little bit from how my mother and my grandmother would make them. And so instead of just boiling the meat and then warming up your tortilla and putting the meat in the tortilla and then deep frying that with the beef still in there, actually what I do is I fry my tortillas, and I'm actually going to be making a video on this pretty soon. I actually fry my tortillas. I have the shell. It's already got its form, the perfect form, right? Then I take that cooked meat, however I did it, if it was done in the oven, boiled or whatever, shredded it up. Then I take it and I hydrate it in basically a salsa. Not a spicy salsa, a savory salsa. And then that way that has some nice flavor, just the meat, and then hit it with some lettuce and some cotija cheese and probably some a pico de gallo and a salsa. And a spicy salsa, and then that'd be some good eats right there.
Sounds good. I'd go for it.
It's a lot of work though. That's why I don't do it a lot.
Well, you're doing the cooking. I'm doing the eating. It's no work for me.
Yeah. I probably have carne asada tacos or some type of pork variation tacos or chicken tacos more often.
All right. Rob from Beer Champ Barbecue wants to know. Well, the two-part thing. Let me finish here. First of all, he says, what's your favorite hot sauce? But he says he thinks he's pretty sure his 5-year-old Simon could out-eat you in a taco or burrito eating competition. He loves it that much. So favorite hot sauce?
Favorite hot sauce? Louisiana hot sauce or some type of cayenne-based hot sauce. I'm not really set on any type of brand. Like anything that's like Frank's Red Hot, Louisiana, the Crystal. I gotta have some of that type of hot sauce, that cayenne-based hot sauce, in my pantry. I usually pick up any of those bottles, whenever I can. Cholula is one of my favorite ones, but it just depends on the application. When I eat tacos, hot sauce isn't what I put on tacos. Salsa is what I put on tacos. Hot sauce, like the Cholula, the Tapatio, the Valentin, the what else? Chile Amor. They all have different applications of what we use them for. Chile Amor, I would use for like shrimp cocktail, chips, like some of the Mexican snacks. I just did a video on Mexican street corn. That's what I would put Chile Amor, but you can put Tapatio on there too. Cholula, I probably wouldn't put Cholula on the Mexican corn, but if that's all you got, I mean, it'll still do okay. But then you got like the Cholula, then I would use that for like breakfast. That's like my breakfast, say chips, Tapatio is more of like the hotter hot sauce. Yeah, this ended up being a freaking hot sauce review, dude. But yeah.
Real quick, let me interrupt, Kirby. Let's talk about my hot sauce that I made this week. It was good.
Hey, that's a good combination, huh? The Serrano, habanero, and jalapeno, right?
Yeah, and then I added one bell pepper. It turned out awesome. And
I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah, red bell pepper. Add a different flavor, different sweet. It was awesome. It wasn't crazy hot. And we went to the Taco Del Taco for lunch today, which I know is not real tacos, but I put that hot sauce on my tacos. It was freaking excellent. So I just want to, pat myself on the back since Kent will never pat my back. So
I know Kent's messing with the heavy stuff.
Kent likes the heat, baby.
Oh yeah.
I would love to get that ghost pepper dust by itself instead of that whole blend that you said. Like even if it's just a little pile or just something that I can work with, like I would like to work with something like that.
Okay, well, Kirby, I'm going to let you know right now. I got 28 more plants to go in the ground right now, and I have 24 different varieties of peppers in the ground already, totaling 94 plants. Nice. So I will be taking a tip from our lovely assistant in the chat, Miss Booger.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful friend.
I'm not going to say anything nice right now because she's mad at me for asking her question.
Man, take it easy on Booger, man. She's wonderful, bro.
You got to take it easy on the little people because
the little people.
Here's the thing.
Who's the little people?
You know why short people are so mean?
Why?
Because they're closer to hell.
Yeah. There it is. She's already
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Chandler, if you're still here, delete the email. That's all I got to say.
I think Chandler's in there. I see Grumpy Fire's in there. Julie, how you doing? Julie Gilpin. Welcome. How many more questions you got, bud?
I got one more.
All right.
Hey, Jules.
Keith, you got it, buddy. Nigel wants to know, you can have 3 guests over for dinner, Kirby, and he said no friends or family included. So who are the 3 big ones you're going to have over?
Strangers or like people that I would love to meet or just... Here, CJ, Kent, and AB. Boom.
There you go.
All right.
You
Works for me.
Free chef's comment.
Oh, hold on. Let me find it.
I put it on the screen.
Hey, Chef, we got to keep 6 feet away from each other nowadays, okay? There ain't no touching going on.
There you go.
That's funny shit right there. Oh, City Escape Griller. What's going on? Why did they get a pin flip?
You did. I'm done.
Oh, you're done.
That's you saying you're done. Got it.
Here, I actually got something. Since somebody's in here, I actually want to show something while I'm on here.
Okay.
I guess you could say somebody's at the door, but I'm actually just going to grab some. I'll be right back.
Sorry, Laura. It doesn't count. You're up in that Canadian tundra. You're cooled off, Laura. She's in Florida. It's really hot down there.
Oh my God. Pizza delivery incoming. Oh, maybe. Who knows? Dude, we're over an hour and a half already.
I know, man. It's flown by.
This is definitely flown by.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Whoa. Dutch don't dance, buddy. Sorry.
Hey, Laura.
All right, so Jules, I got this one for you.
Stay beautiful. Right on.
I saw that on your page. I saw
That's
that.
one of the Teespring stuff, but we don't have control. She wanted me to sign it, and I just got it, I believe, 2 days ago. So yeah, you'll be getting that pretty soon. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get like a nice, like I guess maybe something that'll stick to the shirt where it doesn't like wash off, and I'll send it out to you. So you should expect that in the mail, pretty soon. Come on, but
And that's for who?
Julie Gilpin.
Oh, I thought you were sending that to Booger. She'd look good wearing that in her garden.
Actually, I'm gonna be making shirts. So this is one of them. I'm gonna come up with another like women's shirt, so that way my wife can wear it and stuff like that. So my coworker, actually, fun fact, he actually does printing. So he's the one that made these.
Oh, I'm still getting crap from that person from Florida.
You're well deserved.
Maybe. So, all right, CJ, your turn.
Fine.
Oh, God forbid you work on your show.
I know, man. I'm just here to drink and listen. Right? You're doing such a great job.
I think I see you on Facebook more than on this one.
Yeah. I see we still got 45 people in the chat. Very cool. We are at an hour and 38 minutes, still going strong. So we're gonna ask a couple more questions, and I want to ask kind of like the newer fun questions that I have. I mean, we talked about your inspirations. Your channel's doing great. We're all proud of you with that. And, the chicken drumstick air fryer video that you didn't want to do blows up. That's freaking awesome. I want to have one of my videos that I didn't want to do blow up. That'd be fun. But let's talk more about like the zombie apocalypse happening, huh? You ready? You ready for the zombie apocalypse? All right. I know we're in the middle of the shit show anyway, but say zombies decided to show up in July. What are you grabbing from your kitchen, and where are you gonna go hide?
Oh man, my Blackstone's too big. Actually, I got the 17-incher.
There you go.
Dude, 17-inch Blackstone does very well for remote cooking.
Well, that, and you could use the top of it. That the grill part comes off. You smack a
zombie, dude. There you go. So 7A. So everybody, do yourselves a favor. Go spend the $84 and go buy you a 17-inch Blackstone. If you want to upgrade, go ahead and get the 22-inch.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kent.
Or you get the carry bag with the tailgater in it that's got the 17-inch and the ring burner like I got in the barbecue trailer.
There you go.
28 inchers, one in the RV and one right behind me.
Oh, not everybody has an RV, Kent.
Not everybody has 3 Blackstones either.
That's true.
That's true.
All right, guys, let's do the play all. All right. So get ready in the chat. If Hollywood's making a movie about Kirby, his channel, his life,
dude,
who's playing Kirby?
Emilio Estevez.
Hold on, no. This guy was a cuss. I used to work at this restaurant.
Tommy Joe.
No, this guy came in every single day, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And he was, oh man, you look like this
John
guy.
Leguizamo. I like that.
John Caparulo or whatever. Caparulo. Is that how you say his name? I don't know. Look him up. John Caparulo. He's a lighter complected comedian that wears a blue hat.
All right, hold on real quick.
Mona said Antonio Banderas. See, just listening to Kirby, I'm trying to start to roll my R's. Catch that?
All right, so here's John Caparulo. I don't know if I see it.
This guy would always tell me, "Hey, dude, you look like him," because I would shave my mustache and goatee.
Huh? All right, who else?
Ron Jeremy.
What?
Hey, smoking Joe. Come on, what do you expect?
Let's see. Miss Mona's in the chat. What's going on? How you doing? Hello, darlings.
Hey, Mona.
AB still in there kicking around. All right, cool. I didn't see that many people jump in that one. Al Pacino, Antonio Banderas. No.
Mona calls me Kirby Banderas, which is funny. My R's suck. I have my
Eric Estrada.
Yeah, which one? Ponch or the guy from Kirbys?
Ponch, I'm sure. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. 3 channels you watch. 1 big, 1 small, and 1 you think you should be bigger.
Dude, I watch a lot of channels, bro. Actually, I want to give a shout out to Ricky Foods. He's got a cool cooking style. I've been digging his channel. I kind of like took him under my wing and kind of like showed him, because I would suck to go, like, it would suck to go through everything that I went through trying to grind this YouTube. Me and AB kind of like went at it like blind, you know. We had a focus and goal that we wanted to get to, and he got there a little bit faster than I did. But it's a grind, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna be a reality if you're not doing it right, So Ricky's Food, he's gonna be a nice channel, because he's already kind of big on Instagram,
right?
But he just needs to implement that into YouTube, and YouTube's a whole nother beast. I respect the grind on YouTube for us. If you make it big, like, by all means, like Dawgfatha, bro, like Alton, hey, he's been grinding that, because how many briskets has he done? A lot of briskets, and finally one just hit. So you're putting in the work and you're getting it. You know what? Respect. I don't care what size you were yesterday or what size you are tomorrow. If you put in the work, you're putting in the work, and that's facts. You know what I mean? You can't hide that. So just kudos to those who would make it. And I mean, CJ, you got 19,000, bro. That's
nothing where I want to be.
Yeah, Well, you know what? The subscriber count, I honestly don't look at that number, bro.
Well,
and I know we chatted about this before, you know, but yeah, I don't really look at subscriber count. Like that's never really been my focus. I was kind of bummed out today.
To me, it's just milestones, man. It's you know that you're doing something good, but
yeah,
the views count the most, and I'm with you on that. And you know, I hit a little milestone for my views. I feel good about that, but I was even talking to Ken about it lately or a lot this week. You know, I've been feeling like, you know, not to take this over and make it about me, but like I just been feeling kind of down on YouTube the last couple of weeks. And I'm still putting out content. We're still doing the show and all that stuff, but I'm tired, straight up, just tired. So
you know what? I've had those days, dude. I mean, maybe we could chat like off stream, but you know, a week. Sometimes there's a week or two that you just need to get a breather, bro, and it happens. I've done that a couple times.
Yep. So anyway, all right. So I've actually talked to Ricky to try to get him on the show, but he works evenings, so it's a challenge to get him on. So we'll have to figure out something. Maybe we'll go out to Vegas. I know he lives out in Vegas, so maybe we'll go out there. We'll grab him during the day.
When was the last time you spoke to him, though?
Huh?
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Couple 3 weeks ago, something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it's different now. I'd probably reach out to him.
All right, I'll give it a go.
All this COVID stuff, I think he's laid off or whatever is, you know.
Right.
Issue is.
All right, let's. Oh, there you go. Ricky's in the chat. What's up, Ricky? How you doing, buddy? You must have his ears must have been burning.
Yeah, me talking about him. I don't see him. Where yet?
All right, so besides Ricky, what big channels you watch? Smaller channel, whatever.
I mean, I watch a lot of guys. You know, I watch a lot of the pit boss owners. You know, from Darren from Ash Kicking BBQ.
Darren messaged him.
Rob from Beer Champ BBQ. You know, so.
Yo, Rob.
Andrew from Grill Sergeant and the Smoke Show. You know, those guys. You know, I've just been digesting their pellet grill because I want to know how this thing works, right? Dude, I was watching the crap out of that stuff, and that's why I want to make such good videos using that pit boss, because there's honestly a handful of people that actually know what they're doing. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Besides some of the names that I just mentioned, actually, Mr. Big Kid. He has a really good, you know, he has some really good videos on the pit boss, but there's a lot of them. I'm like, fuck, what am I looking at? That's exactly my reaction. But yeah, there's a lot of channels that I watch out. Of course, you know, Google Food, Sam the Cooking Guy, Laura in the Kitchen. I haven't watched Laura in a while. I probably should binge watch some of her latest stuff. I watch a lot of Food Network stuff though. But that's separate from YouTube, you know. So I probably digest more stuff from Food Network than YouTube, you know. So that way I could take some of that inspiration and actually put it on my channel. But yeah, there's a lot of people, you know. AB, you know, AB's already up there, man. I see him next to Sam the Cooking Guy. You know.
Oh, yeah, he's catching it out, sure.
Yeah, just let that little stick, you know, catch fire underneath AB's butt again, and I guarantee you it'll be right next to Sam the Cooking Guy.
I love it. See, Smoking Joe said he's almost to 10K. That's very cool, Joe. Appreciate it. That's the little milestones. Every little milestone, you know. I think Russell was talking about it too on one of his lives. That, you know, for some of us, you know, I'm milestone oriented, goal oriented. And, you know, I think, you know, I got to 500. Now I want to get to 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, so on and so forth. So a lot of people watch that stuff and look at that for sure.
Yeah. Remember last year you asked me what I was like, what my goal was like for the end of the year. And I told, what did I say, like 25, 30,000?
I think it was 30, I think you said. I mean, you're going to hit that, but next week, probably. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ready to go.
That's pretty much where I might hit it like in about 10 days or so, you know. Yeah. But that's always been my goal right there. You know, I just wanted to hit that and you know, just get my videos out there, you know.
Yeah. Uncle Steve said he's pushing a strong 275. There you go.
Is that his weight or his subs?
No, that's his weight. Nice. See, Bart Lowe's on the road to 100. Yep, everyone wants to get to that 100. You get to that 100, you want to get to that 1,000, so on and so forth. Keith said he's been doing it for 8 years, and he just like to get to $6,000. So that's funny. My barbecue channel, I think, hit 545 the other day. I was like, ooh, fuck yeah, it's cool, man. So everybody's looking for a little excitement, a little bit of growth, a little bit about.
I'm curious to see what a new channel will do, man. But I can't do it again. I'm curious to see what a new channel will do, but I just can't do another one, dude.
You know, it's just I wanted to try it, see how it goes, use some of the knowledge that I've gained through the last couple of years of actually doing, you know, YouTube, you know, creating, not just necessarily the cooking part, but whatever. And I'm really trying not to put a lot of emphasis on it because I'm already, like I said, I'm already tired from doing everything on Cooking with CJ.
Yeah.
Do the we lost Dutch.
Oh. Actually, I want to hear what chat thinks about me starting a Spanish channel. I don't even know there's some that understand Spanish, but not all of them. What would your guys' thoughts if I did a full Spanish channel and with all the same recipes and everything I do?
I can't imagine that wouldn't be successful.
Wait a minute. Wait, can you put subtitles below so I know what the hell you're saying?
I would physically put subtitles on there, but it's the same recipes that you probably see in my English channel.
Right.
Yeah, but you know, when it's like watching a Spanish woman, she's cooking something in English and then does it in Spanish. It just sounds more sexier in Spanish. I'm just saying.
Like here, watch it. Like this would be the intro. Bienvenidos, mi gente.
Yo, sábado.
You're not doing it for me, Kirby. Sorry.
Not doing it for you? Yeah, I would actually have to talk a lot faster. Actually, Mexicans talk fast, and
yes.
So yeah, I would have to pick up the pace, and yeah, it would be. Yeah, it's a process.
Brian, Cityscape Griller, said he's getting crazy views, but the subs not so much. When you're actually looking at your YouTube game and you're trying to get, you know, some AdSense or whatever, we've talked about it. The views are what matters, right? Subscribers don't matter for shit. It really doesn't. As long as you get that 1,000, so you can get that monetization and all that stuff, it's the subs become a personal goal. It doesn't have anything to do with what your channel is. At least that's how I feel. It's a personal goal for me, but as long as I'm getting views, you know, I'm happy. What do you think, Kirby?
There's a lot towards YouTube, dude, than there is what it is. Than what you think it would be. You know, right. Especially cooking, right? But you got photography. I said this plenty of times. You got photography in the plate. Yeah. Just research, like, to be honest, like just researching what you're gonna cook. I'm being a little lenient nowadays because I'm actually putting stuff that is similar to that's getting searched, and then just it's Mexican food, you know, and it's searchable. But nowadays I'm not doing nothing if there's no search to it. Maybe one video every there now and then I would do a video that's, you know, got low search, but you kind of want to put yourself out there. But there's so many factors when it comes to YouTube. I can't go over it in this here because honestly, it's like a class, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
What me and AB talked about every single day for hours, it's just too much to regurgitate. And not expect you to, but Kirby says meaning to returning people. I'm sorry, AB said that. Subs it does. Because not too long ago, I mean, I was getting like an average of 500 views on a video, and then now I'm looking at 1,000.
All right.
A little bit more than that.
When I look at my analytics, 80% of my views come from search, not from my subscribers.
That's what you want.
Okay, then does that counteract that point that subs mean returning people?
Well, here's another thing that, like, okay, you're on your cooking. Yeah, we should probably talk about that like later, dude. Like,
all right, whatever.
Off this right here. But
you start getting bored.
Yeah, like fucking YouTube, dude. Really? Why are you talking about YouTube?
You want both? Yeah, exactly. I'm with you, AB.
It's a grind, bro. It seriously is a grind. You have to digest this stuff, and you just have to learn everything. I mean, I'm barely at 30,000. There's people that started a channel a month ago, and they got 100,000 subscribers already.
Right.
It's either luck, or you got awesome, extremely amazing content, like straight from the gate, or you just know what you're doing. You know, so at this point right now, I know what I'm doing. I can count on you that Smoking and Grilling with AB he knows exactly what he's doing, and he has a following behind it. So there's just a lot of factors in there, and fuck, if I could teach a class on it, I wish I could.
Keith, I'm with you, buddy. I said, fuck it. I just want to have fun and show people how to cook.
At the end of the day, if you're not having fun doing it, don't do it. You gotta have fun doing it, because if you let the stress get in there, then it's not worth doing it, because you're gonna let it come out into the video.
Yeah, for sure.
Better, Joe. Hey, I gotta call you tomorrow or something. But this weekend I got something finishing up, and yeah, I'll hit you up.
All right. Not that we wish any ill will towards you, but what would your last meal on earth be?
Shrimp cocktail.
That's a first.
Mexican shrimp cocktail.
Mexican shrimp cocktail. Okay, that makes it a little better. Not the shit you get in Vegas for 99 cents, right?
Hotel de camarón.
All right.
The campechana, the big cup.
Yeah.
That's what I would get.
Love it. All right, buddy. You answered the Mount Rushmore question. We're at 2 hours. About ready to call it a night. Kent, you got anything else for the big guy?
I do. I got one from Russell at Raspberry Rock. He wants to know, Kirby, you have to give up one type of meat for the rest of your life. Which one are you getting rid of?
Chicken, because that's what I mostly eat. Give me the seafood and give me the beef to make my carne asada. I'm good.
I love it.
Pork, I got to do my ribs. I can do without chicken.
Yes,
Yardbird hits bricks. So,
all right. Why don't you say goodbye there, Kent, and we'll send this to the after party.
All right. Hey, Kirby, great job tonight. Great answers. Hope you had a good time. You looked pretty relaxed. You weren't too wound up. So, these hard-hitting questions we ask, really make you rack the brain. But great show, buddy. Great show.
Yes, sir. Kirby, you got anything to say, bud?
I just want to say thank you, guys. This is an awesome show. It's kept this community pretty vivid. New people come in, they get to experience what we've been watching for quite some time. And hey, I've been waiting to get on, back on here, with you guys, because it's a little different setup, a little bit more PG, I guess you could say, but
shit.
Depending who's on, so to speak.
The first time a guest truly offended me saying we're PG.
Hey, I've been pretty professional up here, okay, Kate?
You've been doing good. You're doing good, boy.
But yeah, awesome show, man. Thank you.
Oh, whoa. Kirby, check out the chat. Somebody just jumped in.
Who is it?
Oops, wrong one. There we go. Miss Jay's
Miss
in the chat.
Hi, Auntie Jay.
Miss Josie's in there, giving their love to everybody. You're welcome.
I know, that's why we gotta hit the Vegas, so we gotta meet up with Auntie Jay.
Yes, I want to meet that lady so bad.
Yes. We'll be Vegas is looking more like September now. Once we get it kind of nailed down, we'll make sure everybody's aware. But Anyway, that's it for this week, guys and gals. Kirby, great job, brother. I knew you'd be fun in here. I knew we'd have a great chat. Next week's guest is Crystal from My Gadget Kitchen. She's a great channel. I love watching her stuff. She does a lot of good stuff for sure. So make sure you guys tune into that one. That's it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you guys again for all the super shots, all that good stuff. We had a great time. I'm ready to go.